One of the paintings in the exhibition, the Salon d'automne of 1905, was Matisse's Woman with the Hat. The subject had nothing offensive about it. A lady, Matisse's wife, in fact, seated in quite an elegant position, actually posed rather like a fashion model, and wearing a hat that might have seemed a little extravagant in a formal situation, but would have done splendidly in the Bois de Boulogne. The blue-violet hat worn by the lady in the portrait Madame Matisse topped by a colorful, fantastic feather ornament. The brick red and cobalt blue hair. The green, yellow, and pink face. Red and orange neck. Green skirt and glove. The upper part of the dress glowing in variations of green, violet, pink, and yellow. Then the echo of all of these combinations in the expansive, loosely rendered planes of the background. All of this went so far beyond Impressionism, which people had only recently become accustomed to. It was clearly the way Matisse represented her that made the painting seem an affront to the sitter and to the public. His colors looked nonsensical to those who read them for information. Was the sitter's hair really red on one side and green on the other? And was her face really streaked with lilac, green, and blue? And then the brush strokes themselves suggested uncurring haste. Today we are less intent on finding a one-to-one relationship between each part of a painted object and its normal appearance. Each part of a painted object and its normal appearance. We are also more aware that if we look at things with the care and the analytical eye of a painter, instead of assuming that we know what things look like, we see in them all sorts of color effects that would otherwise have escaped us, and we have learned that rather than question the details of a painting on their veracity, we should see the whole painting and let the interrelationship of the brush strokes, the colors of figure and background, of the relative scales of the parts, and thus the combined effect of all elements make their impact on us. What seemed a caricature at the time was for Matisse a means of achieving vividness, and if there was an emotional statement in the work, it probably had to do with the painter's love of women, color, and ornament. The painting is not an affront, but an expression of pleasure and visual excitement.